Hello and welcome to my first video. I was inspired by my friend, the Nerdy Book Nerd, whom you can find here, if I can manage to link. She did an author tag called Would You Rather? And since I also write and they seemed like fun questions, I'm gonna do them too. I have my list down here on my laptop, so I apologize if I keep looking down. Okay, here we go. No, we do not, because all of the pop-ups. Okay. Number 1. Would you rather have a male main character or a female main character? I would rather have a female main character when I write. Also when I read. Would you rather wake up before dawn every day to write or stay up into the early morning hours to write? I like both. I have done the get up early and write like before I get my day started, and I really like that my brain is sort of fresh and yeah, I don't have too much cluttering it up. But I am also a night person, so I'm gonna go with both. Would you rather write a book that is torturous to write, but which is very popular, or write a book that is fun to write, but which is only known to a small audience? I would rather write a fun book. Writing is sort of torturous for me all the time. I don't really... So I mean, if I have to write like I do now, which is sort of torturous in that I have to force myself to write, then it would be nice to be known by a larger audience. But yeah, I'm not really out in it for the fame, so a small audience would be awesome. Number 4. Would you rather write a sci-fi story or a fantasy story? That is difficult. I have written both. I think I would rather go with fantasy because I read that more than I read sci-fi. So it's more my genre, I guess. Number 5. Would you rather use first person or third person? Both. I don't really have a preference. The one that I'm revising now is third person. No, it's not. What am I talking about? It's first person. This is going great. I'm gonna be YouTube famous so soon because I am good at the talking. But yes, I like both. Okay. Number 6. Would you rather meet any character of any book / short story in real life for one day, or personally know any author you wish? Author. I'm gonna go with real people. I would rather know an author that I like. That would be cool. Scrolling. Number 7. Would you rather only be able to write your book in scenes from end to beginning, or only be able to write it in scenes that jump around in the timeline randomly? End to beginning sounds super confusing. I'm gonna go with jump around. I usually write it from beginning to end, but I could probably figure it out. Yeah, it's like a jigsaw puzzle. Number 8. Would you rather only be able to write dialogue if you act out the voices out loud, or only be able to write action if you act it out in real life? I'm gonna go with dialogue. I am not good with the shooty stuff, and that's a thing in my book. So yeah, I don't really like violence, and yet I write violence. I don't know what's going on with that. Number 9. Would you rather publish with the most successful publishing house in your genre, but have to wait 2 years to see your book in print? Or self-publish with no expense or marketing assistance, but see your book in print within 3 months? Since I've been working on this book for like 3 years now, I wouldn't mind waiting another 2 years to have all the like marketing assistance, and just a professional editor would be awesome. They are good and we like them. Editors. Number 10. Would you rather write a goofy story or write a serious story? I would rather write a serious story. I'm not really good at the goofy stuff. Like, I like serious stories with elements of goofiness, but like if it's supposed to just be goofy all the time, then no, it's not my thing. I mean, I can like reading about that, but not writing it. It's not my thing. Number 11. Would you rather have an authorial voice that always sounds like the narrator from Planet Earth, or have an authorial voice that always sounds like Captain Kirk? I'm gonna go with Captain Kirk. My friend had this question and I was like, oh my god, Captain Kirk! Because I am nerding out about Star Trek right now. I watched the reboots and then I started watching the original show and I was like, oh my god, this is like watching my history. Yeah. I mean, there's so much sexism and stuff, but it's still really good and I love it. Number 12. Would you rather write a story knowing that you will have to kill off the main character eventually, or write a story knowing that everyone the main character is close to, you will eventually have to kill off? I would rather kill the main character. I don't really like the gratuitous suffering thing. So yeah, even though it would hurt a lot to kill my main character, I would rather do that. Yeah. Number 13. Would you rather leave your ending somewhat open and bittersweet, or leave your ending on a cliffhanger? I hate cliffhangers so much, but like open endings are also, I don't like either of these options. Okay, I'm gonna go with the bittersweet ending because the cliffhanger thing is just like, when I was in school and we got to read like a story but it didn't have an ending and you were supposed to write your own ending, I was like, but no, I can't write my own ending because that's not the real ending to the story, and I hated it so much. So yeah, I'm gonna go with the open ending. Number 14. Would you rather have your cover art designed by Tim Burton or have your cover art designed by Stan Lee? Stan Lee. I hope he's okay. Oh no. Number 15. Would you rather write in many different genres or write in only one genre? Many different, like, yeah. Number 16. Would you rather have all of your characters have some physical deformity or have all of your characters have some internal twisted nature? Physical deformities, I would say. That would be good. Yeah. Number 17. Would you rather have an orphaned main character with good friends or a main character with good-sized family and family problems? Good-sized family with family problems I'm gonna go with. I'm good with both, but I'm gonna pick that one. Number 18. Would you rather write the sex scene or not write the sex scene? I think I'd rather write the sex scene. I mean, not necessarily included in the finished last draft, but yeah, I would rather write it so I know what happens. Number 19. Would you rather write about uncertain dangers and intrigue or write about direct confrontation and violence? Direct confrontation and violence! Even though I don't like violence, this makes total sense. Number 20, the last one, which is good because my phone is blinking and I don't know how much space I have left. Number 20, would you rather have to answer any question put to you by your fans or have no fans asking you questions? I would rather have to answer all the questions, even though they might be spoilers or things that I didn't want to talk about, because it seems sad to not talk about it at all. Like, I want to talk about my story with people. Sort of one of the reasons I want to get published. So yeah. Alright, that was the whole list. Thank you for watching. I'm gonna see if I can put stuff in the video, like a link. Subscribe if you want to see more of this, and I will see you later.